This is the ECOVACS DEEBOT T50 Max Pro Omni Robot Vacuum and Mop. I've had it in my home for a while now, and just looking at it sitting in front of me, the first thing I notice is how sleek and modern the design is. It isn't huge or bulky, which is nice if you live in an apartment or have limited space. The main vacuum unit is low profile and smooth, with a glossy black finish that feels premium and looks smart in my living room. The big Omni base station is substantial. I'll admit it takes up more room than a regular charging station, but for the number of functions it adds, I honestly think it's worth making space for. Setting this up for the first time, I'll be upfront. I was actually a bit nervous because I'd heard the setup could get complicated. There's the robot itself, and then the Omni station that handles all the self-maintenance stuff. I'm not the most tech-savvy person, so I was a little intimidated. Still, the app walks you through step by step, and there are QR codes for quick connection. It took me maybe half an hour. That includes some figuring out where I wanted to put the Omni station, since you need a spot with access to power and enough clearance for the robot to get in and out. After that, most of the work is plug and play. It also comes mostly assembled, so you're not fumbling with too many parts. Let me talk a little about the way it feels to use this model. As someone who's had a few robot vacuum brands before, the T50 Max Pro really surprised me with how powerful it is. They market it as having 18,500 PA suction, which just means it packs more power than most vacuums I've tried, and honestly, I could see and hear the difference. If you're like me and have a dog that sheds a ton, or carpets that just seem to collect dirt, no matter what you do, that extra power really matters. The other big deal for me is the TrueEdge 2.0 feature. Basically, this is the tech that lets the side brushes and mop actually extend outwards, reaching up to 15 millimeters into corners and alongside walls. I've noticed a lot of robots will just zip by edges and leave dust there, but with this one I've checked after it finished, and those trouble spots are much cleaner than before. In my opinion, the edge cleaning is one of the best things about the T50 Max Pro. The experience is even better with the Omni station, which is designed to make things as easy as possible. There's a self-emptying bin, hot water mop washing. Yeah, really? It uses hot water up to 113 grease fillers, so the mops actually get washed, then dries the mop, refills water automatically, and can even detect the mop's dirtiness and send the robot back if the mop isn't clean enough. This is all handled automatically. From my experience, I basically only need to empty the dust bag and fill the clean water tank every week or so, depending on how much it's cleaning. The rest is hands-off. A feature I want to highlight is the auto lift mop. If you have a mix of hard floors and carpet, like I do, you're probably used to worrying about your robot vacuum dragging a wet mop across your carpets. This model's mop rises 18 millimeters whenever it senses carpet, so my carpets don't get soggy, but all the hard surfaces get a proper mop. This is honestly genius and works reliably from what I've tested. Now about navigation and obstacle avoidance. ECOVACS uses what they call AIVI 3D 3.0 and LiDAR mapping, which, to simplify, just means it makes a map of my place and uses sensors and cameras to dodge furniture, shoes, cables, and random stuff left on the floor. Setting up the map in the app is straightforward, and you can choose rooms, create no-go zones, and even send the robot to a particular spot just by tapping on the map. If you want, you can watch a live video feed from the robot's camera in real time. I didn't think I'd use this feature much, but it's actually hilarious. I've used it to check what my dog's doing in another room. I can even talk to my pet or anyone at home with two-way audio by using the app, which is something I didn't expect to enjoy as much as I do. I want to talk about the key features that stood out for me. The thing that surprised me most is how smart the T50 really is. In my experience, it learned the layout of my apartment fast and hasn't gotten stuck yet, even with the small toys and furniture legs that tripped up my last robot. The pet hair pickup is extremely strong, and I've barely had to untangle anything from the brush, thanks to the ZeroTangle tech they advertise. This makes T50 perfect for anyone with pets that shed. The app is really straightforward, letting me schedule cleanings, start the vacuum when I leave, or use voice assistants like Alexa. I can easily check if the robot is running and how full the dustbin or water tank is. The live video function is just something you have to see. It patrols different points you set on the map, and you can record 30 or 60-second video clips, save them, or snap pictures of whatever's going on back home. Using the Omni station cuts down maintenance by a lot. I used to hate having to shake out a little dustbin every couple of days, clean mop heads by hand, and refill water tanks every time. Here, it's set and forget for almost a week. In my opinion, This is one of the biggest reasons to upgrade to something like the T50 Max Pro Omni if you're looking for convenience. Of course, there are a couple things that I don't love. The obstacle avoidance is good but not perfect. The sensors avoid most big stuff, but things like tiny toys or cords may still trip it up. I had to rescue it a few times when it picked up one of my dog's smaller chew toys or shoelaces. Battery life is solid, but if you have a really large house, I think you might find yourself waiting for it to recharge, especially if you run both vacuum and mop on high settings. After a deep cleaning session, the battery gets down to about 25% after covering most of my apartment, just over 1,200 square feet. When it comes to noise, I definitely wouldn't call it quiet in max mode. You'll hear it, especially if it's mopping and vacuuming at the highest settings, and then heads back to the Omni station for self-emptying, which is the noisiest part. During regular cleaning or maintenance cycles, it's fine. Not silent, but background noise. I've learned to schedule cleans when I'm at work or away from the main rooms, and that solves most issues. From my experience, the learning curve when you first set up the smart features is there. Making the Omni station fit your home setup might take a little patience. It needs Wi-Fi and a bit of clearance on the sides, and just figuring out all the voice commands and app settings took a couple days of tinkering. The payoff, though, is real convenience. Now, I don't think about scheduling cleans or having to find the robot, as it returns itself to the station and keeps up with maintenance. In conclusion, I'd recommend this for anyone who wants their daily cleaning chores just done, especially if you have pet hair to deal with or mixed surfaces. It's perfect for busy people, pet owners, or those with a mix of hardwood and carpet. The DEEBOT T50 Max Pro Omni Robot Vacuum and Mop is smart, efficient, powerful, and takes real effort out of floor cleaning. There are a few quirks, sure, but the pros outweigh the cons for me, especially with how much time and effort it saves. The price isn't the lowest, but I feel like I'm getting a premium product that actually delivers what it promises. If you're looking to upgrade your cleaning routine and add some real smart tech to your home, I genuinely think the T50 Max Pro is worth checking out. I will leave detailed information about the ECOVACS DEEBOT T50 Max Pro Omni Robot Vacuum and Mop in the comments for your reference. Thank you for watching.